And bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The following broadcast is an official production of the Faulkner Sports Network.
Up there. Cam looking to really good there in the down.
Dude! Cam going to town.
I will.
And gets it again.
No.
Nice. Attaboy, Wampus Kitty gets some.
Heroes jump kind of.
Oh! Oh!
What was that?
What?
Was that true?
Unfortunate. That'll go.
Oh, wow.
No, it
Doesn't.
won't. Mewtwo with Rage at 7.
Wow.
Oh, what a comeback.
No.
Ooh!
Head.
And Dragon Laser. Wow. Well, that didn't take long. It's a good thing that Smash Bros. Is a complete game with no bugs.
Complete game with 0 bugs and 0 problems. She can't do that.
But I hate it.
I know you hate it, but it's funny to me.
And that's it. Whoa!
Let's go!
Holy cow!
We won the championship.
With not a single stock loss, Dell comes in clutch and just polishes the Steve.
Look at that. That is
We did it.
That is one way to go down in history.
That's it. We got it. Faulkner is the champions for this year. Congratulations, guys. And welcome in, folks. Thank you so much for being with us here for our charity live stream. That's right, the big night has finally come. We are kicking off the live stream with a Smash Brothers White match, which is going to be against the University of North Carolina. So it's going to be Eagles versus Tar Heels. I, of course, am Blaine, the hot-headed quizmaster.
And I'm Cameron White.
And he's just Cameron White.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I'm just normal me.
You didn't want to dress up, and that's fine. Not
Yeah.
everyone has to. But
Right.
as you can tell, it is the charity live stream. I've got the costume going. We've got several other people in here already in costume, so it's going to be really fun to get to see all of them. And we will introduce you to those probably right after this game. We need a chance to get everybody together and take pictures so that you can see them to vote on them. But you can go ahead and, well, actually, you can go ahead and do that now if you want to. But we will be having the charity live stream throughout the night. So if you want to donate and be able to give some money to charity for the Dalreda Ukraine missions, we can do that. And Cam didn't even plan this, but he's actually wearing a Dalreda shirt tonight.
Yes, sir.
So
Representing.
very appropriate. That's a charity that goes through our church, but it's actually the Dalrata Ukraine Missions is actually a network of churches. There's a lot of different churches that support this ministry. We've sent over 300 shipping containers over to Ukraine filled with food, medical supplies, different humanitarian aid articles, clothing, things like that, especially in the winter.
You've been over there yourself, right, Coach?
Yes, 3 times. I've been there 3 times. But we do have to go ahead and hurry because we're going to be getting into this game very soon. Before we do, we want to talk to you. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and do team intros first. Let's go ahead and introduce the Smash White Team.
Protecting Hyrule with Link, the Lieutenant. Zoinks. Brady, Zink. Making his mark with Inkling, Crazy C. Cooper Fisher. Maining Ridley, the Lieutenant. Shadow Death God, Connor Hagin. Playing as Samus, Captain Kozmo, Silas Jones. Duking it out with Terry, Rosalind, Ross Franklin.
All right, and we are back, and we are going to take a look inside the Skyloft here real quick. You can see there we've got, oh, the camera's not on them yet.
Just getting there.
Yep.
Hold.
There we go. Yeah, so those are the guys. You can see Cooper there on the couch. You can see Dale. You can see Connor over there managing everything, being the skipper.
Dale can't tell, but I'm saluting back at him.
Yeah, yes. We salute you too, Mr. Shy Guy Game. For some reason, I lost his gamer tag there for a second. And there's Ross. So, yeah, the guys are ready. They're ready to go.
There's Silas.
And there's
all the way
Silas
back.
practicing all the way in the back by himself.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
He's playing online. That's
He is. He's playing online matches. So
a torture not many can bear.
Silas does struggle a little bit with the transition from online to in-person. And because
Right.
of that, he always likes to warm up online a little bit.
Right.
But before we do get into gameplay, which we're going to do in just a second, we want to talk to you about one of our fantastic sponsors, and that, of course, is Whataburger. So we love Whataburger. We go there all the time, and now the return of the comically large Whataburger logo. You just click the box for position. There you go, Mike. Mike coming in clutch with it.
That's why Mike's the GOAT.
He is. He was producer of the year last year for a reason.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? Mike loves Whataburger.
Looks like the game's getting started, though.
Yeah, we're going to do a quick ad for Whataburger, and we'll get into that in a second. So Whataburger, we absolutely love them. Be sure to download the Whataburger app. You do get a free Whataburger whenever you do that. And you also get the privilege of trying out Whataburger, getting their points. They have the new Wrangler Burger with the Chipotle aioli. Fantastic, really, really good stuff. So be sure to check that out when you get a chance. And it looks like they've actually already started, so we're going to go ahead and get into some gameplay here real quick. No stocks lost. It's
So far, it's just been a lot of Young Link camping on the other side of the stage, throwing out his projectiles, and Cooper trying to run in and get something started.
Yeah, you're seeing a fight between 2 zoners early on in this particular one.
And I mean, you should know a lot about this, being
Yes.
a Young Link main yourself. But
Yeah. So what you're seeing.
Trying to throw the bomb, boomerang, arrows, really anything to get Cooper off of him.
Well, and that's the thing too. Cooper doesn't need a ton of approach, but they're both getting to the damage where, even though Inkling's a little bit more of a trap zoner, you're getting to the time where approach is actually kind of important for these two, because this is where you want a lot of those up close, powerful sword attacks from Young Link, and your close-up attacks that are more powerful, like that one.
A beautiful bomb angle there from Cooper, right from center stage all the way to the ledge without skipping a beat.
Yeah, it really was fantastic. Young Link trying to mitigate that lead.
But kicks him right back with the roller. Now it's even 2 stocks apiece.
Yep, 2 stocks and 2 damage. So, yeah, Young Link, he really wants to kind of create a wall, whereas Inkling, I would say, especially at the early stages, is more able to approach a little bit easier, whereas young Link just kind of wants to build a wall and keep you away
Right.
at this stage of the game.
Inkling is more of what we call a bait and punish character, so it's a
Mhm.
lot of capitalizing on the opponent's mistakes. So if Cooper can, like, if the young Link makes a mistake and Cooper can read it and get a roller in there, that'll be a clean stock, because roller, as we've seen throughout the season, can lead to a lot of stocks being taken.
Yeah, and relatively early, especially for a character now. Young Link is not nearly as light as a lot of people think because he's got all the equipment, so he's actually
Right.
kind of a midweight. But he can be launched and killed with a full charge smash off of a berry at probably about 80 or 90.
Probably.
If it's at the right spot on the stage, of course.
Right. He's not the heaviest Link, but he's not the lightest.
Nope.
Right there, just right.
Yeah, Toon Link is a little lighter than him.
Gets caught in that up smash. Unfortunate. I think Cooper may have been able to DI that, but it was close at being at around 100%.
And that actually is one of the things that young Link, some of his combos, because they're multi-hits, it gives the opponent a chance to DI more effectively.
Right.
So some of his kill moves like that are a little less effective.
Only gets that grab. That's scary stuff for Cooper.
Yep.
Catches
Oh,
the
and he
bomb,
catches
though.
bomb. Oh, he was facing the wrong way, though.
Nice
As is the
parry on
common-
that F smash. If he didn't parry that, he would have been toast.
Oh, and he gets the roll.
And that's a stock for Faulkner again. Cooper at 113%.
Yeah, Cooper at a high percent, so he does have to be cautious here, but especially with a character like Inkling, if he can just get a full coat of paint on him and work him into a combo, Inkling can put on damage fast.
Absolutely.
And we're seeing an example of that right there. Went from almost no damage
Just
to
about gets with
54.
that bomb. Almost breaks his shield. Tries to get him with the normal get up read. Doesn't quite get it.
Yeah, good mix-up because he does like to use bomb as a ledge guard, but right there, knowing that he didn't want to get too cliche.
Right. Now Young Link trying to do exactly what Cooper's doing, throwing the bombs on the ledge.
I will say this, though. Young Link's recovery, not horrible, but not great. Inkling's recovery, much better.
Of course. Tries to go for the normal get up read again, but Link just jumping over it. This Link loves to jump out of the ledge.
He does. There's a lot of dancing around going on here.
Yeah.
Neither one wants to... Oh!
Good F smash there. Doesn't quite get the kill.
Yeah, it's because of where it was on stage. If he had gotten that at mid-stage, probably does kill.
All right, back throw here. Gets him off stage. Cooper gets that rapid jab. Could have gotten the back throw there, and it might have killed, unfortunately. Gets that back air, though. Back off stage. Splat bomb there. Down tilt, send him off again. Splat bomb.
Yeah, both these characters struggling to get that kill.
At this point, we're at the point where Young Link's forward air is starting to not connect anymore. And that'll be it.
Yeah, at that percentage, it was really just like who gets the hit.
Of course.
And the young Link able to just get it out a little fast. Cooper caught him looking a little bit there.
Absolutely.
But
Cooper playing fantastic, though. Just a hair off of bringing it back.
yeah, I mean, look at it. He started that with, what, 136 and ended with a 175 or 76,
Right.
something like that. So Cooper showing great resilience and survivability,
Right.
just happened to come up a hair short.
Absolutely.
But,
a lot of good defensive play in that last stock.
Oh,
for
absolutely.
sure.
So Faulkner does go down one stock after round one to North Carolina, but if they can counterpick here and get somebody in that is going to be able to just take that one stock off while retaining all of his, we get back to a tie game, and then it's up in the air.
Absolutely. It looks like we're sending in Silas here on Samus. So it looks like we're going to have a Zoner v Zoner matchup.
Honestly, not a bad choice. As somebody who has played a lot of Samus matchup, because I used to play with Seth all the time, even before I was the
Right.
esports coach here, that's probably the Young Link Samus matchup is probably the one that I know the best.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you right now that Young Link does have a lot of tools he can use against Samus, but the thing that Samus always has an advantage is he can't completely zone her out, because while rockets they're not very effective against Young Link, the charge shot can really catch you off guard, because not only does Young Link use his projectiles offensively, but also defensively.
Right.
And a fully charged fully charged charge shot or even a mostly charged charge shot will actually shred right through boomerang and arrow.
Absolutely.
And so
There's a reason people call charge shot, Samus's charge shot, a top 10 move in the whole game. Just an amazing, amazing projectile.
Yep. And if it gets hit strategically, really the only thing that Young Link can do, ironically enough, is to stand still and do nothing. That's the only
Right, block it
actual
with the shield.
defense.
I always forget Young Link can do that.
Even Young Link players forget that he can do that.
Yeah.
Because it's a fun mechanic, but it's one that very rarely comes into play because you're almost constantly moving.
Right. It's not very practical.
No, it's really more of just a lore thing.
Right.
Like Sakurai, especially in the earlier Smash games, he wanted to make everything lore accurate, whereas now he worked a little bit more on balance, but even so, that's one of those lore accurate things that just kind of stayed in the game.
Right. Silas playing very far away from this Young Link, just trying to make his own space, but this Young Link doing a good job of just rushing in and kind of making things overwhelming.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny because he's playing, he wasn't playing Rush Down Link against Inkling, but he is rushing down a lot more against Samus.
Right. Which is usually the counterplay of Samus.
Yep.
That forward there, though, puts Silas in a sketchy spot.
Oh! I gotta say, I did not see the down air coming off of that spike. That was a really well executed move by the Young Link here.
Right.
Little
Silas
forward
gets that
dash attack. Oh, and falls right into the tether grab.
Young Link dashes out of the way of his landing just to grab him.
We should note both of these characters have tether grab, but Samus's is way better
Yeah.
by a lot. Still, Silas having a little bit of trouble getting in on this Young Link, especially when he gets in the air. This Young Link doing a really good job of that. But Silas eventually comes up with that kill.
He does get that up tilt there, able to finish off the Young Link. And now we're just behind by one stock.
Yep.
No biggie.
Much more manageable.
Right.
But it looks like, I got to say, Cam, the sunglasses really help with the studio lights. I might just start wearing sunglasses on every stream. This is nice.
Maybe I should get those prescription glasses that like darken to become
for sure.
sunglasses.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good.
Well, actually, those don't work on inside lights.
Really?
Yeah, they
even
re-
like these.
They
bright
react
lights?
specifically to sunlight.
How do they do that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I wish I understood the science, but I don't.
Yeah.
Even though I'm dressed like this.
Yeah, you're a gym leader, not a scientist.
That's right.
Big difference.
Yeah. I had multiple people guess that I was Gerald Robotnik.
Yeah, including me before the stream got started.
But the tie kind of gives it away.
Right.
And I know you can't tell right now, and the audience can't tell, but I'm also wearing Pokeball socks.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I've got my
I do.
my little volcano badge.
Oh,
here,
nice.
so,
That's awesome.
yeah.
I do feel like Blaine is one of the more forgettable gym leaders from
Oh,
Kanto.
I love Blaine.
He's cool. Don't get me wrong, but I always think of like Brock and Misty and Lieutenant Surge and Giovanni.
Well, to be fair, Brock and Misty, I think, became more popularized because of the anime.
right. That's fair.
Now, I will say Lieutenant Surge is very iconic.
Mm-hmm.
And
And Giovanni because he's like the big guy in Team Rocket and all
I
that.
feel like Sabrina got a lot more popular recently because her card in Pokemon Pocket became super important.
Really.
Like, it was literally a card that every deck was running.
I wouldn't know. I don't play the card game.
Yep. Made a little bit of a resurgence, though.
But hey, at least Blaine's not as forgettable as Erica.
Who?
Exactly.
Yep. No, I'm kidding. I know who Eric is.
Yeah. They'll just have beef. The fire gym leader, the grass gym leader. They
Oh,
probably,
she's got no chance.
Yeah.
I always thought it was weird that even though I love Blaine, he is the next to last gym leader.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even like a situation where earlier in the game where you could kind of do the gyms out of order some.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could do Koga before Sabrina or Sabrina before Koga.
Mm-hmm.
You could do Erica or save her for last. Like when you get to the mid game, you can kind of do the gyms in any order you want.
Right.
But by the time you get to Blaine, like he's very clearly the last one before Giovanni.
Mm-hmm.
Only has 3 Pokemon. What's up with that?
Yeah, the older Pokemon games are kind of weird when it comes to the gym leaders teams. Like I know Johto. I saw something online saying that all the Johto gym leaders together only have 3 Johto Pokemon.
Yep.
Because they're all from Kanto.
And 2 of them are Jasmine.
Yeah. Because I think she has a Steelix and a
Skarmory.
Skarmory. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So part of the reason is because even though Gold and Silver are my favorite Pokemon games, the creators very unwisely chose not to add any dragon types.
No, there's one.
Kingdra?
Yeah. That's the only one, though.
Oh, right. Because Kingdra, she is the evolved form of Seadra, but she's not in the original 151. So, yeah, she would be. But, like, why would you not add another dragon?
Yeah.
Like,
and they only added one new ghost type, too.
That's also true. Miss Drevis is the only new ghost type.
Which
Yeah,
Johto's whole dex is very odd.
Yeah, the thing is, the older Pokemon games horribly unbalanced. Like they didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to, the actual balance of the game a lot, which is why Dragons and Psychics were just kind of OP.
Yeah, and then in Gen 2 they added Dark types to kind of fight back against the Psychic types. And
Which
then
did
Dragons
help,
was-
but there's only like 3 Dark Pokemon in the whole game.
Yeah.
Umbreon,
Houndoom. There.
Houndour, and Houndoom, and then Tyranitar. But I don't even think he adds Dark type until his 3rd evolution. I don't believe.
I can't.
Isn't he
remember.
Rock Ground as Larvitar and Pupitar?
Maybe, I don't remember. I know Tyranitar is definitely Rock Dark, but I'm not sure
Yes.
about. I can't remember if Pupitar and Larvitar are.
I want to say that Larvitar and Pupitar are Dark or Rock or Ground,
They may be.
and they don't add their Dark type until then. But anyway. Yep. Fun just having a little Pokemon conversation in the middle of the...
I was going to try and tie it back if we were going to go to PS2 or Kalos, but we're on Smashville, so let's throw that transition away.
And Pitt and Samus, so like nowhere even close to the Pokemon universe.
Right.
I was saying earlier, this may be the last year I do a costume with a fake mustache because I forgot how annoying it was.
Oh, really?
Well, last year I intentionally wore the mustache upside down because it looked like Eggman, and I thought maybe that was why it was so uncomfortable. But I'm wearing it the right side this year, and it's still bugging me.
Yeah.
So a lot of just kind of dancing around each other in this one, and Pitt is typically a pretty good counter for Samus. And part of the reason is because he can juggle really easily.
Absolutely.
And Samus tends to be a little floaty. And also because Pitt has the Orbitars, which reflect both Rocket and Charge Shot.
Right. It looks like this Pit isn't really interested in playing much of a zoning game with Orbitars, though.
No, he hasn't
He just
popped
kind of
them
wants
out
to
once,
rush in on Silas.
which is strange. It's a strategy.
All right. Then again, Pit is known for, he's kind of just like your stock standard mid-tier. Like, it doesn't really have anything great, but it doesn't really have anything bad. So if he can just rush in and use his pretty good aerials to combo Samus here, that'll do it. That'll get the job done.
Yep.
An unfortunate misinput there as well. That side B was definitely supposed to be an update. It happens to the best of us.
It does. I've done it many a time. Trying to get back to stage, and all of a sudden there's Boomerang.
Out when you really don't need him.
Yep. As much as I love Boomerang, I don't love it then.
And now they're both just kind of
Oh,
playing their own game.
quick reminder, Mike, if you would go ahead and put up the donation graphic for us, please. Forgot to mention, if you are interested in donating to the live stream in the charity we're supporting tonight, you can either scan the QR code, and yeah, you might want to resize it a little bit, make it a little smaller, and put it off to the side because we're blocking the. Take over, Cam.
All right, I got it. Dark Pit with that electroshock, putting Silas off stage. Rough position. Like I was saying, Pitt's aerials are known for being very good. Charge shot almost breaking shield. Up throw might kill. Yeah, there it is. So Silas takes one stock off this Dark Pit. Let's see if he can take another. Tries to combo charge out in the dash attack. A little too far away for that, unfortunately. Darkbit kind of doing a good job trying to dance around him a little bit. Gets him back off stage with a forward throw. Coach is back, yay.
Maybe I should throw out some quizzes to fit my persona.
Oh, maybe that'd be good. Oh, gets him with that down smash read. Unfortunate for Silas.
Yep.
So Faulkner is behind by 2 stocks now. Still nothing crazy.
Both of the pits are a tough matchup for Samus.
Right, absolutely.
Because Samus is a character that has very few bad matchups, but that does happen to be one of them.
Yeah. Those aerials just landing in on her, and then the grab combos and the orbitars, of course. It's kind of overwhelming for her.
Well, the thing is, Samus struggles against sorties when they get in on her. But even with like your Marth, your Roy's, that kind of thing, her counter to that is she has a lot of get off me and a lot of zone. Well, when your sortie can also zone,
right,
that makes that a lot harder.
Right.
Not impossible, but certainly like everything that Samus can do, the pits have an answer to.
Right.
And that's the thing that makes that matchup a challenge.
All right. It looks like next up we're going to be sending on Roslyn on Terry.
Yep.
Which is an interesting choice. The fighting game characters usually known for staying on the ground, and Pit normally known for staying in the air. But I believe in Ross. He's got it.
That really is going to be what's important here, because like the way that match will be determined is, are they in the air a lot or on the ground a lot? Because if they can keep it on the ground, Terry wins that pretty easily.
Right.
If it winds up being in the air, Dark Pit wins that.
Right.
So it really just depends on who is able to set the terms of engagement.
Right. That Dark Pit was playing grounded more than he was playing aerial based
is
against
true.
Silas. So it is possible, like if Ross can get him with the jab into power dunk or the F tilt into Buster Wolf and stuff like that, up tilt into power geyser. Ross is looking at me, he knows.
Yep.
Then I think it'll be a very good outcome for Faulkner.
Yeah, Terry is one of the more complicated characters to have to learn how to play. He can be quite a challenge, but if you get somebody that knows what they're doing, a lot of those combos get really scary.
All I do as Terry is whenever I get 100% and the little go comes up, I just like do this with the stick and just press B and hope I get the power moves. And I get him 50% of the time, so I don't think that's too bad.
That's not a terrible percentage.
Yeah, it could be worse. But Ross is a lot better at him than I am. He's a lot better at all the fighting game characters.
I genuinely do not understand how inputs, like, I understand how they work, but I don't understand how to do them myself.
Right. I absolutely cannot do them.
Like,
I
someone
wish I
can
could.
tell me the input and ask me to do it, and I still can't do it. Even if I know what the pattern actually is.
Same here.
And that's why I play Young Man. So you'll notice one thing too, Pitt very much has to hit his opponent a lot in order to rack up damage. Terry's only hit him one time and done 23 damage, so Ross doesn't have to get a ton of hits in, he just needs to get enough in.
All right. He's not the most broken example, but Terry, you did still have to pay $6 for him. You does still get the DLC privilege.
Yeah, definitely not the biggest DLC privilege example there. But,
right.
Oh, and an unfortunate missed input there.
Unfortunate. Side B just not snapping to the ledge at the end there. That's a pretty well-known problem with Terry, is he has trouble snapping to the ledge. Unfortunate miss input there with that up B.
Yeah, getting into that blender is rough.
Yeah, Terry getting juggled. There's kind of not a lot he can do in response to that, especially with Darkbit's massive up air.
There are a couple of fighting characters that have pretty good get-down moves. Terry doesn't have a ton in his arsenal in that way. Kazuya, for example, has drop kick, and that one just...
kills very early.
Yeah, like, it is harder to hit against a character that can juggle, but if you do, man, it does a lot of damage.
Right. This is also kind of a hard matchup for Terry to get go.
Ooh, there it is.
Power dunk, though. Good read from Ross. But what I was saying, it's kind of hard for Terry to get go in this matchup because Darpick can just edge guard him.
Yep.
Right, see right
And
there. Right when he gets to 100%.
That's exactly what you were talking about. And with the smaller blast zones, which
Right.
granted, that kind of works in Terry's favor in this matchup too, but that was an example of it working against him right there.
Right.
Because Terry generally likes those small blast zones too,
All right.
since he has a lot of horizontal launch.
Terry, very well known for killing very early.
He's a killer. Nice.
Ross is doing a lot of approaching the dark pit by himself, but I think if he just kind of stood back and waited for the dark pit and punished when he whiffed the dark pit, I think that would go very well as well. Gets him with that electroshock. Very strong move. Jab jab power dunk there from the neutral get up.
Yep.
Misses that grab, unfortunate.
Yeah, if Terry can get in on this pit, then especially with go, he can kill very quickly. But unfortunately, he shields through that and then just gets a quick little forward smash, and that's enough to seal the deal.
Right, and an unfortunate Buster Wolf whiff there.
Yep.
And that does it for Faulkner. Now we're on our last player.
Yeah. I don't know who they're going to be sending in on this last one. I could see them
I don't know. I could
sending
see
in Dale.
it kind of looks like that's what they're doing, but they haven't said it in the chat yet, so I won't jump the gun. Oh, well, there it is.
Oh, well, yeah, there we go.
Shy Guy on King K. Rool.
Now, that's interesting because K. Rool does have some, even though he is a very, very big guy, he does have a little bit of anti-juggle with belly armor.
Right.
I mean, is he
He
still...
He can definitely nair through Pit's nair. I bet that's definitely something K. Rool can do.
Well, I mean, can K. Rool still very much be combo food? Yes,
absolutely.
That is 100% the case, but
As
he's not as combo food vulnerable as some of your other big guys.
Right. As someone who plays Zero Suit against this K. Rool a lot, he's definitely combo food, and I eat it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Well,
delicious.
and also as somebody else who plays a very large character, DK,
right.
you can tell that it would be nice to just occasionally have belly armor just get you out of it.
Of course.
But that's not how DK works.
No, DK was made in the Smash game that didn't have any gimmicks, so he doesn't have any gimmicks.
It's true.
So he's kind of left to do his own thing, which is unfortunate. But what are you gonna do?
But it's still really cool to play as DK.
I know. I love DK in this game.
Another video game character with the tie.
True.
Yes.
Just like Blaine.
Yeah.
Except the problem is he has nothing else except the tie. So I can't. Yeah, I don't think you could really go as him.
Well, this desk only shows me from the waist up, so
Yeah, that's fair.
pretty sure I'd still get fired for that.
Probably.
And as you can say-
somebody would call somebody.
Yeah, I'd get some letters about that.
Yeah.
Some emails.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, let's take a look at chat. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to read this computer screen with these sunglasses on.
Yeah. You're shielded from the big studio lights, but you can't see the little screen.
That's right.
Pros and cons.
What if we could take two different lenses from two different glasses and splice them together?
Oh. Now we're cooking.
That's like a Ben Franklin level idea.
Oh yeah. Looks like we're hopping into the game here.
So, quiz, who invented the bifocal glasses?
Was it Ben Franklin?
It was Ben Franklin.
Hey!
Hey, look at him.
I'm a natural.
Oh, Team Davis Dad says, have a great night tonight, men. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We'll try.
Now the thing is, we were talking about in this matchup, K-Rool being very big combo food for Pit, but also Pit has his Orbitars, and K-Rool relies a lot on his Crown and Neutral. So if Dark Pit is able to just use his Orbitars, maybe take the Crown for himself, then that's going to be pretty detrimental for K-Rool's
Well, now
game
you do
plan.
remember that that's actually what took Dale out of a match a few weeks ago, is that he popped Cannonball, and the Pit that he was playing against popped Orbitars at the right minute and caught him unaware.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he didn't catch him after that because Dale was watching for it, but
Fortunately, that F smash might have been a misinput for a forward air off the platform. Starkwood playing with a shield quite a bit, and K. Rool known for having very good throws, so I think that'll be something Dale can take advantage of.
Yeah, K. Rool does have excellent throws. If he can get you, especially on the edge of the stage, that back throw will kill at a relatively low.
Yes, sir. Gets him with the forward tilt, and that'll be it.
And that'll do it. Yep.
So
Well,
now
there
we're
you go.
3-6 for the Smash game right now.
So that puts Dale at only a 3-stock disadvantage, which is still a big hill to climb, but
Right.
considering last night he took 11.
Yeah.
Or no, 12. He took 12. He only
Yeah.
lost 1.
He blazed through it. So maybe he can
Yes.
maybe he can make something happen for the white team just like yesterday.
We'll see. Very, very possible. We'll just have to see if that is the case. Let's see. Go back to chat here. Haven't thrown out any bans or picks yet.
Right. As we're very well aware of in this arena, K. Rool's best stage is Small Battlefield,
Yes, it is.
or the Swamp,
The
as we
Swamp.
like to call it. So,
as it is affectionately referred to by us.
right, in honor of Rafe, Godspeed.
Yes.
But if they don't ban Small Battlefield, then I imagine that's probably where we're going to end up.
You're probably right. That would be a fair assessment. That's a pretty safe pick for K. Rool pretty much no matter what. And it looks like we've got a Ridley. So another very large character.
Right, very combo food character.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that Dale maybe has some of the most matchup experience with Ridley because, you know, he plays with Connor a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So the K. Rool Ridley matchup is definitely one he's well versed in. So
Well-
I think that'll give Dale an edge. And they didn't ban Small Battlefield, so I'm assuming that's where we're gonna go. They banned Battlefield, Kalos, and Smashville, which all makes sense. At least Smashville with the small blast zones.
Well, no, we banned.
Oh, we banned. Oh, my
Remember,
bad.
because, yeah. 'Cause-
That also makes sense for Ridley though.
I mean, if he wants to pick small battlefields, we're okay with that.
PS2.
PS2, yep, makes sense.
Which is fine. You can still do the swamp tech.
Yeah,
PS2.
it's kind of like the Swamp Light.
Yeah, it's like the marsh.
Yes,
The bayou, if you will.
yes. Well, the bayou's pretty swampy. That's the big swamp.
Oh, okay.
Down on the bayou.
And Dale starting just playing patient, zoning the Ridley out. Ridley doesn't have like a very quick projectile like K. Rool does, so he can get zoned out pretty easily.
Yeah, he does have his neutral B, but that's really more of a ledge guarding tool. You don't really use that as an approach tool often.
Right. They're also landing on him when they're comboing it into grab. He can do that a lot against Ridley because Ridley, besides his up smash, doesn't have a lot of great moves to deal with it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that is how it is.
Yeah.
Ooh. You know, early on in this match, it looked as though Ridley was kind of dominating, but I think Dale has started to read some of these patterns.
Right.
And these two characters are very different. Oh, and he has the ledge guard there with Ridley back here, one of his strongest moves. These are two characters, though, that are very, very known for their survivability. They both have fantastic recovery.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Ridley jumps into the cannonball there. A humble donation from North Carolina.
And we do appreciate that donation. Quite a
Right.
bit.
Not for the charity stream, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, if North Carolina wanted to donate, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, we're enemies on the battlefield, but, you know, good cause.
For a minute there, Ridley took K. Rool's crown, and like as we were talking about earlier, once K. Rool loses his crown, his neutral is kinda not as good,
Yeah.
to put it lightly. So let's hope that doesn't happen again in this match. Good jump read there from the Ridley, knowing Dale wanted to jump out of the corner.
There it is.
Ridley with the down air there.
And that's it.
Very interesting option there. Ridley's down air, known for being probably the worst down air in the whole game, so really not a move you see very often. Still trying to jump out of the corner again, but Ridley just stuffing him out. I know something Connor says all the time is Ridley is the worst sword character. Because his tail axe is definitely a disjoint of sorts, similar to a sword. And that's kind of what we're seeing with these, with this pressure in the corner that Dale's trying to fight out of. Neutral B almost barely doesn't get him, but that dash attack will.
Yeah, unfortunately, even though K-Rool can definitely recover there, because he had to make up so much horizontal space, he had to recover kind of high, which made him vulnerable.
Right. Gets him with the uppy there. Now Ridley's got his crown again, just like I was talking about a minute ago. Not the place K-Rool wants to be.
Nope, definitely not.
That back throw, though, almost. Oh,
Oh,
that's
and
it.
it does.
That's it.
So
I was about to say it almost killed, but then
it
got the
did
kill.
cost him 2 stocks, but Dale has now gotten us back in the game.
All right.
And granted, he's got a 3 stock to win here, so
All right.
it is not going to be easy, but you got to give Dale major props for taking what was a pretty dire situation and a big deficit and taking it down to where
Absolutely.
he only has 1 guy left to go through.
Absolutely. And this is big for on the information side as well, because now we'll be able to see their last player and be able to play a little more strategically, knowing their full loadout.
For sure. So obviously we have to go to game 2 no matter what.
Right.
But even if Dale is not able to emerge victorious here, the information that he's able to get out of getting to the last player makes a big difference.
Invaluable.
Yes,
Invaluable.
very much so.
So we'll see what that is in the chat.
Oh, yep. And it looks like it's going to be
a me sword fighter.
1-3-2-2.
1-3-2-2. So I'm not 100% sure exactly what moves those are.
I want to say it's neutral B, side B, up B, down B.
Yeah, it's neutral B, side B, up B, down B. But I'm not sure. When the Mii's put the numbers like that, it usually indicates which of the specials they're using.
It does, yes.
And I'm not 100% sure which specials that indicates.
Shall we look it up?
Oh, we can. If we do it real fast.
Yeah. It's me sword fighter.
Me
right?
sword fighter, yes. Which, me sword fighter is actually a character that's been rising in the ranks recently.
Yes, I have noticed that.
There have been YouTube videos by this guy named Ramble. Shout out to you, Ramble, if you ever watch this.
Oh, I'm sure he's watching.
Oh, I'm sure. That's a big pillar for the me sword fighter community. And he's been posting these videos of me sword fighter doing insane stuff and explaining the tech. And just, he's kind of becoming a touch of death character like Kazuya, like Luigi. So he's becoming scarier and scarier to fight day by day. And we'll see if that continues.
Yeah, so I can read here. Okay, so Gale Strike is 1.
Okay.
And then what were the others?
It's 1-3-2-2.
Okay, so Chakram.
Gale Strike, Chakram.
And then Skyward slash dash. And Reversal slash.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's not the typical moveset for
No,
me
it is
sword
not.
fighter. I didn't think it was. So, but we'll see what this sword fighter has cooking up.
Yes, we shall see soon. Let's see what the pick bands are.
I haven't decided yet. I think they might be looking up me sword fighter's moves as well.
Oh, I'm sure
Potentially.
that's what Connor's doing right now.
Yeah. Oh, I saw it. Looks like we're banning Battlefield, Hollow Bastion, and Kalos.
Yep.
Battlefield for sure makes sense. Like I was just talking about, me sword fighters combos are getting crazier and crazier day by day, and the platforms only make it better. So banning the stage with the most platforms just makes sense.
Right. And then Hollow Bastion has that big platform in the middle.
Right.
Kalos kind of surprises me. I've always felt like Kalos is one of the ones. I mean, obviously, it's not as Dale's not quite as comfortable on it as he would be Small Battlefield or Pokemon Stadium, but I always kind of felt like Kalos was one of his better ones. But
Right.
maybe that's just like a crazy good one for me, Sword Fighter or something.
Maybe. I'm not sure. We are going to Town and City though,
That's right.
which has very small blast zones on the side. So if this Mii sword fighter can kill easily, then that'll be very scary for K. Rool to fight.
Yep.
You know, a joke I've often heard before Mii Sword Fighter kind of becoming a lot better is Mii Sword Fighter kind of zones more than Mii Gunner does.
Yeah, which is funny on a number of levels.
Right, because, you know, he's supposed to be a typical sword fighter, but he really more depends on his projectiles to do anything than his sword. At least in this moveset, especially.
Yes, for sure. Creating little whirlwinds.
Alright, that whirlwind can combo into his up air, and that can murder.
Yeah, he's really almost more of a Link or a young Link.
Right.
With this particular moveset. Oh, and he's able to punish the get up. And like you said, that small blast zone wound up being a big deal. But at least we did figure out who the last fighter is and what he plays.
Absolutely.
So hopefully that will be useful information for later.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, this is not an opinion I am forming, obviously, because of what just happened. But I do want your honest take on it. I've always been of the opinion, personally, that the Miis should just be banned overall because there's so much variety in their moveset.
Really?
That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, only for competitive play.
Right.
But that's my opinion. Wanted to see what your take on that would be.
Well, that is actually an interesting topic because that's kind of been debated throughout since the Miis came into Smash and Smash 4.
Right.
Because in Smash 4 they were banned for that as well as other reasons. Because in Smash 4 you could change their moves as well as you could change like their attributes, like how heavy they were and how small they were.
Mm-hmm.
And little known fact about Smash 4, but small Mii Brawler was like a top 5 character in that whole game.
Yeah.
Like he would have been insane because he could kill people at like 50 if he grabbed them, which is just bonkers to think about.
Yeah, I didn't realize that actually.
Right, but I think especially with the variety, because some people are like, well, the Miis can be allowed, but let's just let them use 1-1-1-1, which is just all their first slots for their specials.
Right.
But then the Mii players were like, well, we want to use all our moves. So they didn't like that, and it was a whole back and forth. And then eventually ended up with them being banned in Smash 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this game, the controversy wasn't as big, so the Mii's gotta slide into this game. But I think the Mii's are okay to be legal. It is true that you can do some pretty scummy stuff with them, however.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't say, because it does take a while to like make a Mii on a new Switch and then like get all their moves right and then like put them in the game and then have them to play and then stuff like that for like a tournament setting.
Yeah, and that is a challenge,
Right.
having to wait for somebody to customize their
Yeah.
character to that degree. Because you already typically have to wait for someone to customize their controls, and so adding more time on top of that, having to create their character, that just I mean, is it a huge amount of time? No, but it is like a minute and a half at minimum. So
Right. I do think none of the Miis are like super meta relevant though. Like Mii Brawler is definitely the best one, and then Mii Sword Fighter, like I said, is climbing up, and Mii Gunner is pretty bad. So I don't think we really have to be worried about banning any of them.
right.
But
That makes
that's
sense.
my opinion. And I like the Miis for the most part. So
I don't
I'm a
hate the
little biased.
Miis. Like they were not really my thing. I was never super excited about the Miis, even back like in the Wii era.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't hate them, and I don't
Yeah.
think that they should be out of Smash Bros. Like I understand the reason that they're in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that competitively, you're having to prepare for too much. And I actually have, and this again will tick off a lot of people, I actually have similar sentiments about Hero. Because Hero has such a massive variety of spells that there's really no way to aptly prepare for him.
Right.
And so, in the same way, really for the same reason that I don't think Mii should be allowed in,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Hero should be allowed in because the fact that one character can do that much,
Right.
in my opinion, breaks the game a little bit. But
Right.
that's
No,
my opinion.
There were also talks about Hero being banned when he first came out,
Mm-hmm.
but usually the counter argument was you know, Hero has all this randomness, but so does like Peach with her pulling turnips, and so does Luigi and Game and Watch and all of these other characters.
And to be fair, in competitive, it's not like Hero is he is a high tier, but he's not like super high because he
No.
does have a lot of weaknesses that do help balance his variety.
He does. Without his spells, he doesn't have too much good stuff.
True.
But two characters that have never really had too much controversy, Young Link and Plant here. Very opposite sides of the tier list, unfortunately.
Yep.
Ross here playing Piranha Plant, generally agreed upon not to be the greatest character in the game. Meanwhile, Young Link is pretty solid. I thought he killed himself there for a second.
Yeah, he's low tier. I forget Piranha Plant's exact rank, but Young Link typically being anywhere from like high B to low A usually.
Right. Usually agreed upon to be the second best or best Link overall.
Yeah. Which, obviously, I play him, so I have a high opinion of him. But he does not have Link's kill power, and that's really the only thing that keeps him balanced. Because if he had anything near Link's kill power, he would be just stupid powerful.
Right. Ross gets in with the Patui there, and that's going to be it for Young Link. Able to effectively edgeguard him there. Young Link, not the greatest recovery in the game.
No.
Not a bad one. But
No, but just
not fantastic.
Not fantastic, and it's also a very situational recovery. Like, for some situations, his recovery is actually one of the better ones. You get much below stage, or you get off of it especially.
Right. You're not coming back.
You're probably not getting back. Nice.
Able to get that Patui there.
Patu has saved so many stocks of so many Piranha Plant players
Right.
because
It drops right down.
Yep.
Right when you cancel it.
And forward air there by the Young Link, one of Link's better moves, and one of his few kill moves.
All right, a kill move for every one of the 3 Links. I'm honestly a little surprised that Ross pulled out the Piranha Plant instead of Terry or Ryu, because I know that's kind of what he's been working on more. But Piranha Plant's very silly. Very simple character to get for the opponent to get caught off by.
Yeah, and I will say,
Caught off guard by.
as a Young Link myself, I do not like playing Piranha Plant.
Right. He's a very weird character.
Well, also, he has a hint of super armor, which will stun him even if you hit right there.
All right, that
so
down
Fire Arrow can't protect him like it would against a normal opponent, and that's the reason that I find him a little annoying.
You're right.
It's like, oh, Fire Arrow hit, but you're still getting hit back, and his hits a lot harder than yours.
Right.
Oh, nice Patu there, getting that read.
I'm surprised that Nair didn't hit. That was crazy. That was kind of crazy.
I love how Patu is basically a poor man's Gordo.
Pretty much. Except that it doesn't have eyes and it doesn't get hit back at him. Oh, but that'll do it.
Yep, that'll do it.
That bomb to forward air. Pretty typical Young Link ledge guarding game right there.
Yep.
And does Ross's plant in.
Yeah, Bomb does a lot of really good things. It offers some stage control. It's a pretty good ledge guarding tool. It can even be used to recover if you know what you're doing.
All right.
I've done it before. I'm not consistent with it.
That's all right.
But I will say, of all of the bomb trick recoveries, his is the easiest.
Oh, for sure. Because with Links, you have to Z-drop it and then blow it up and then tech it and then up it again.
It's a nightmare. I've tried to do it, and it just doesn't work.
All right. I try to do it in every single time. The bomb's explosion is here, and Link is just out of it.
I should clarify. It does work. It doesn't work when I try to do it.
Right.
Two different things.
Right.
I've seen it work. I'm just not
Brady
the person
can do
that
it pretty well.
Actually, he does. He does it very well.
He's gotten it pretty down. I think our opponents are realizing that you can sub between games.
Yeah, hang on.
There have been a couple of these this season where our opponents aren't as familiar with the rule, which is fine. It's just something interesting to note that's been happening a lot this semester. And Coach just clarifying
Yes.
things for them in the chat there.
So, for those of you who don't know, I tend to wind up filling this role a lot,
Right.
and it's just because I'm the weird guy who knows a lot of this stuff, and I
Mhm.
think in very sort of legalistic terms.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I've had multiple attorneys ask me to go to law school and become a lawyer just because that's kind of how my brain works.
Right.
I'm actually a registered parliamentarian.
That's cool.
So like for whatever reason, long lists of rules just click in my head, and
Mhm.
because of that, I very often wind up being sort of like a sub moderator.
Yeah.
In fact, and this is something I'm very proud of, and this is partly because of me, but partly because of some events that went on, and I think you may have actually been part of this, Cam.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple of rules in the official Super Smash Bros. Rule list that have been adjusted by Faulkner.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like I knew that, but I can't remember. They didn't ban any stages. That's very surprising.
So the main one, excuse me, a little fake hair there in my mouth. The main one is a couple years ago, we had a match where the other team attacked us before he taunted.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yes, and the mod, which I don't blame the mod,
Mm-hmm.
he looked in the rules and it said the character taunts to basically signal that the match will start. So, he said, well, one character did taunt, therefore it counts.
Right. Right.
And so we actually had the wording of the rule change to each character taunts.
Right.
So now it's clear that both characters have to taunt before the match can begin.
And speaking of there, the Young Link taking a little bit of a break in between
Yep.
Logan taunting and him taunting.
Yeah.
But we respected it.
I love the Young Link taunt. I like drinking my milk.
Yeah. Drinking the moo moo milk.
Yes. Although there's a little bit of debate on that.
Oh, really?
Yes, because the specific milk that he drinks is Lon Lon Ranch milk.
Mm-hmm.
However, Lon Lon Ranch milk is from Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not the Majora's Mask version of Link. This is the Ocarina of Time, the earlier version of that same Link, and you can tell by the shield. Because instead of a Hylian shield, he has the Deku shield, which Link never has in Majora's Mask.
Right. I've heard so many things over the years that Young Link should have had more Majora's Mask references in his moveset and stuff, like him being able to put on different masks.
Yeah, North Carolina does take a stock off of Logan there. But yes, I agree. I would have rather him have the Majora's Mask version of the Kikiri sword and the Hylian shield instead of the Deku shield.
Right.
And then when they first introduced Final Smashes in Brawl, I was a big advocate for, instead of getting Triforce Slash, his Final Smash being
The Fierce
Fierce
Deity. Link.
Deity.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame he doesn't even have that as a skin.
Yeah, it's so funny because he's literally the only Link out of the three that can wear the Fierce Deity's mask, and he's the only one that doesn't have a Fierce Deity skin.
I don't think Toon Link does. I think it's just Adult Link.
No, he does. I mean, it's not as overt as Adult Link's, but the coloration, that purple and blue.
Okay. That was very scary.
It was.
Young Link, they're getting him with the up B. Logan having to tech it, missing the tech. Thankfully, Logan, not being a very high percent there, was able to live with Isabel's up B, but
Yes. And,
very scary there.
Props to Logan for not panicking and remembering, oh, I'm Isabel and can fly.
Right.
So, sorry, our young Link forgot, but luckily did not. Well,
Yeah. At the beginning of that round there, he forgot the taunt. And
I was
floated the
wondering
bomb.
if that was him forgetting or that was him just wanting to be fancy.
Right.
Because I have, in a crew battle, done bomb trick just to prove that I could do it and then jump off.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Yeah. Looks like they're sending in the Dark Pit again. So I think this is the same order as they did last time. Was
So
the Dark Pit second or third?
third. Because
Third.
remember, Dale fought him.
Right. You're right.
Yeah. Also, the bands are Kalos, Final Destination, and Small Battlefield. So, also, I would like to point out that the username or the gamer tag for the player playing Dark Pit is PM.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, if his gamer tag were AM, would he be playing regular Pit?
I mean, it wouldn't be as dark.
Exactly.
I think that's valid.
Yes. It's a good... I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, I would also like to point out that I just saw myself in the monitor over here.
Mm-hmm.
And if I take off the glasses, I look like I'm about to talk to you about managing your diabetes with Liberty Medical. I look like Wilford Brimley.
Oh, goodness.
You have trouble managing your diabetes, Liberty Medical.
Well, that's bad that we just sponsored Whataburger right before that.
Yes, we're not endorsing Liberty Medical. They're not a sponsor.
Right, but Whataburger is.
But Whataburger is.
Check out Whataburger today.
Yeah. And then maybe call. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Oh, man, it's so good, though.
It is.
I love the Whataburger.
Shame we can't have a Whataburger run after this game because we've got to stick around.
No. I will say, though, Whataburger tastes a lot better than this fake hair.
Yeah.
So
I'm
much
sure.
tastier. All right.
He's putting the shades back on.
Yes.
Back
back
commentator.
into character. Also, Cam, this is not officially part of the costume,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm wearing, as Blaine does, khakis
Right.
and dress shoes. But just to add a little bit of flavor, I'm wearing my Pokeball socks.
Fantastic.
So, thank you. Oh, man. It's fun to watch Logan work.
It is. He's planting his Lloyd in the ground, fishing up a storm,
Yep,
using his forward air and back air to make him back off. It's a beautiful thing.
it is. It's a peaceful life.
It is. Isabel doesn't want all this fighting.
No.
She just
She
wants
sure
to be
won't
the.
blow you up from a distance, though.
Yeah.
Does she want to be in your face? No, but she will grab you with a fishing pole and yeet you off the side of a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to, like, get up in your face and punch you.
No.
That would be violent.
In planting the Lloyd there, she dodges Dark Pit's arrow.
I noticed that. She's actually too short to get hit by it. And Dark Pit, his arrows do... Oh, misses the
Fortunately,
tech.
lines up the tech check, and Logan unfortunately doesn't quite get the tech.
Teching is very difficult online.
Yeah, it does mix up your timing. That's just something you got to be ready for with playing online, though, unfortunately.
Yep. It is an unfortunate reality of the online
Smash
space.
Bros. Online.
We're hoping that actually our players will get a little bit better at that because as of yesterday, we now have every Switch online capable.
Which is very exciting.
I'm stoked about it. I told my mom.
I'm sure she was stoked about it.
She didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah. She means well.
She does. Not much of a gamer, that mom.
Hmm.
Although the one game that she actually did play, want to take a guess at what it was?
Tetris.
No.
That was my mom's game.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a hint. It's being represented right now.
Animal Crossing?
Yes.
That
Loved
checks out.
Animal Crossing.
New Horizons?
No, she's never played New Horizons. It was actually the original on GameCube.
Oh, really?
Yep. Or, as it was called in Japan, Animal Forest Plus.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that. Logan gets in with the fishing rod there. Tries to get it back off the stage, but doesn't get all the forward airs connected. Now, Isabel, not well known for her disadvantage, so this is kind of not the place Logan wants to be.
Ooh, and just dodge rolls out of that
Right.
and into the side B.
Darkfit gets that roll read with Electroshock. Electroshock, massively powerful, threatening move to get hit by.
It is objectively a bad move just because the end lag is horrendous and you are vulnerable. But used in very specific contexts, it can
It
be
hits so
very
hard.
strong. It hits very hard and it reflects.
It does. It does. So does Pitts.
Which a lot of people do not realize.
There are some random moves in Smash that reflect. like electroshock,
Kazuya's kick.
Kazuya's kick, Min Min's up smash reflex, which is just bizarre. I think it's an ARMS reference, but who would know that because nobody plays ARMS.
Yeah, well, it sold tens and tens of copies.
Yeah, I know. You're telling me people don't know about Min Min's up smash?
Yeah, it's so funny because Seth and some of the other people in here, they have a tendency to make fun of me for just knowing a stupid amount of, minute details about these games.
Right.
I know almost nothing about ARMS.
Yeah.
Like,
I know that they use their arms.
so when they
That's about it.
announced that Min Min was coming to Switch, I had to look her up.
Yep.
I didn't just not know the detail. I literally had never heard of this character before. Now, when someone told me it was ARMS, I was like, oh, yeah, that was that thing they debuted like a few years ago. Like, I didn't remember the game,
Yeah.
but I had no idea who Min Min was or anything about her lore or anything like that.
You know something that I think you will.
Oh, by the way, we're sending in Crazy C on Inkling.
Yes, sir. You want to know something that I think you will not like about me?
Fire away.
When Sephiroth got announced for Smash, I had to look him up because I did not know who that was.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will say, guys, and I'm just kind of talking directly to the audience at this point. Regardless of how you're watching this, and of course we appreciate you, regardless of what generation of gaming that you are from, I just occasionally get reminded of the fact that I'm from a different generation of gaming than you
Right.
guys.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
it's
didn't
okay.
mean to.
But like, even if you were not a JRPG gamer, basically anybody from that generation of gaming knows Sephiroth immediately. Like, not knowing him would be like not knowing Bowser.
Yeah.
He's just almost universally known. But Final Fantasy was not quite as big a juggernaut in the gaming industry by the time you guys came along.
Yeah. Final Fantasy VII was like the big one, and then after that, it wasn't as well known.
I would say
I knew the only characters I knew from Final Fantasy before Sephiroth got announced for Smash were I think Cloud because he wasn't Smash.
Yep.
And then I think I knew maybe Aerith, and that's about it.
Well, it's an interesting thing because now a lot of people do know them because of the popularity of the
Looks like we're
Rebirth
getting back
series.
into it.
Yep. Here we go. So Faulkner at exactly the same score.
As last game, yep,
Yeah.
6-8. And if Cooper keeps playing like he was playing in the first game of the last round, I think I could see him pulling this around.
Yeah, and we should note here that even though this Dark Pit doesn't love to play Orbitars much anyway, nice punish. He doesn't love to play Orbitars, but he could still pop them out. But even so, there are a lot of Inkling's moves that don't function around Orbitars the way a lot of your typical projectile moves would. For example, Bomb Toss, if it lands on his head, will actually still damage him even if Orbitars are up. Because it is a directional reflect.
I think Cooper's getting a little antsy to hit him, kind of running in and dash attacking there. Gets him with that dash back though. Amazing little, just little things that Cooper's getting better at that are all coming together.
Yep. One thing that, and he's always been really good at using Bomb, but one thing I've seen him also use as Bomb is he'll actually use the visual distraction of Bomb to his advantage as well.
Right.
Like he doesn't just throw Bomb out and then wait to see if it hits or not. He'll throw Bomb out and then do something else and use the Bomb as a distraction.
As a little bit of cover.
Right. Not quite as good as like Piranha Plant's Poison Cloud or something like that, but can still be used pretty effectively.
Absolutely. Now the Dark Pit kind of even it back up, has gotten a couple good reads on Cooper here, but he's still at 164%. Not the situation you want to be. Down air to up smash though, just barely not killing. Scary combo.
Nope. Tries to roll
Back
in
throw
there.
might kill here, not quite. I always think Inkling's back throw is better than it is. The Dark Pit doing a lot of normal get up now and gets caught with that same down air to up smash again. Unfortunate for Faulkner.
Yep.
Back throw one more time. Still not quite enough.
One thing that Inkling does struggle with is he has very specific conditions to get a kill confirmed.
Right.
And unfortunately, if he can't hit one of those, he can kill with other things, but his options are
Like his
very
forwarder.
limited. Yep.
Yeah. Inkling, if you make it past 100% and Inkling hasn't done you in yet, it's likely you're making it for quite a bit longer.
Yep. Now, he can get some very early kills if he gets some of those confirms.
Right. Inkling's a tricky character to get good at.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons I never had any interest in picking him up. Well, that and I've never played Splatoon.
Yeah, it's fun.
Now, Splatoon, interestingly enough, and I don't know if this will interest you or not, Cam, were you much of a Splatoon player?
I've played it a good bit. I enjoy it, but I haven't played it. I haven't played it a lot, and I haven't played it in a long time.
So, Splatoon is the only shooter that is allowed on the high school circuit in the state of Alabama.
Really?
Yes, because it's cartoony and it's not actually about killing your opponent. It's about covering as much.
With the stage.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
So, it's the only one that the high
Not
school...
even like a Overwatch though, or something.
Nope. It's actually in the rules that you can't have shooter games, but because they're shooting paint and because nobody dies, they allow it. And
That's
Overwatch, even though you clearly respawn like 12 seconds after you, they still don't allow Overwatch
Right.
because it's primarily a shooter.
Interesting. And we're kind of at that spot again where Inkling's kind of struggling to get something started.
Yep.
If Cooper can land one roller, that'd be great, but this Serpent's been doing a very good job at trying to avoid that.
And I've also noticed that Cooper, and
Down
gets
air, up smash.
literally the exact same.
Exact same spot, exact same combo.
Yep.
Unfortunate. Scott with a rapid jab, though.
One thing that Cooper may need to.
Almost goes in with that bomb. Gets
There
him with
it
that
is.
roll read. Beautiful roll read
Nice.
from Cooper. And that makes it 4-6
Yep.
for Faulkner today.
Yeah, if Cooper could just survive and then take a couple more stocks, even if he winds up losing a stock directly after that, a 4-3 game is much more manageable.
Right, absolutely.
He needs to take off at least one stock, preferably two. 3 is a very tall order. Of course, we'd love it if he could.
Yeah.
That would actually give us the lead. But if Cooper can take one more stock or maybe two, like he will have definitely he will have earned his pay
Absolutely.
for sure.
I always like to think about it as if you get 3 stocks, then you've gone even at least.
Yep.
And Cooper has taken 2 now, so if he can take
Yep.
one more, he's pulled his weight for
He
sure. And if he can
definitely
take more
has.
than that, that'd be fantastic.
Right. Like obviously somebody on the team has to take more than they lose for the team to win.
Right.
But if you can have one guy do that and everybody else go even, guess what? You win that round. So,
Right.
Obviously we'd love to just win without losing stocks, but
Right. Like the
we'll take the W regardless of
Right.
how ugly or pretty it is.
like Dale and Logan Ling have been doing for the blue team.
Yeah.
Who are they sending in? As I said in the chat?
Right. I'm sorry, I forgot. I was checking chat. I tell you what, while we have chat on here, we had someone ask, can Dale play on any of the 3 teams? Actually, he cannot play on. No, he can play on all 3. He's listed as an alt for all 3, I believe.
Really?
Yes.
I thought he was not on the black team. I thought the only alts for that were Logan Chalchi. Was Logan Chalchi?
No, Logan and Cooper. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he cannot play on black.
But he can for blue and white.
Yes, we didn't want to put anybody on all 3.
All right,
Because
that's a lot.
That's a lot. And with Dale, actually, Dale was just kind of listed as an alt. We told him that like his primary responsibility was blue, and he only plays for white if he's available. So he's not like required to play in any white games because that's not his
Right.
primary team. But yes, he is registered on 2 different teams, and that's because we have a total of 12 Smash Bros. Players.
15.
Huh?
We have 15 Smash players.
Oh, that's right. There are a couple of reserves,
Right.
including myself.
Well,
But
16 if you count yourself.
oh yeah, it is 16 if I count me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was 12 last year, and then we got 3 freshmen.
Right. So what happened is we got put in a situation to where ideally, I like every team to have at least 2 ults, and that's not really possible with 3 teams with the amount we had because that would be 18.
Yeah.
So what we did was we kind of spread some of the alts around so that multiple people could fill in, so we didn't get in a situation where like one guy gets sick and we have to forfeit a game.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, as you can tell, we're on Smashville and we're facing the Mii Sword Fighter. So this is interesting because normally I would say, oh, Mii Sword Fighter gonna be at a disadvantage against Inkling, but actually,
I'm pretty sure Cooper lost 2 stocks, so he needs to SD again.
oops.
All right, now we're good to start.
Well, it's a good thing their Mii Sword Fighter shielded through all of that.
Right. I think he's just giving it time for his shield to refuel or something.
Yep, and that's fine.
And now we're good to go, I think.
Oh yeah, his shield's
Okay, yeah, we're
definitely
good.
back at full.
Oh, and Inkling
Oh man, well,
pineapples himself right on the bottom of the stage, and that's unfortunate for Faulkner.
yeah, that's the thing about Smashville. Normally, because it has that curved edge, there is a very slight difference to where if you're a couple of pixels too far to the left, it will read it as you hitting a wall versus hitting the edge. Because if you hit that curve, it'll just like snap you back up to ledge.
Inkling is one of the few characters where their up B can go in like straight shots,
Mhm.
and if the straight shot hits just a flat surface like the bottom of Smashville, that's curtains for Inkling.
Yeah. So you don't want a pine cone. That's no good.
Looks like Dale, instead of playing K. Rool, is playing Pac-Man this time,
Interesting.
so that'll be fun.
Now, Pac-Man, a much higher tier character and one that has a lot more variety than K. Rool.
Absolutely. And
So-
Dale's been working on the Pac-Man for a while, so
He has.
if he thinks it's time, then it's time for him to come out in the games.
Yes. Let's eat some pellets.
Yes, yes.
There
sir.
for it.
Add some fruit with his neutral bait. And a Galaga and a bell and a key, but
Yeah, a
those are
lot of
basically fruit,
weird
too.
junk mixed in there. Pac-Man, one of the quirkier characters for sure.
Absolutely. There's a lot of silly setups with his hydrant and with his fruit and with his up B, and with the trampoline that can catch a lot of people off guard if they don't know how to fight Pac-Man.
Yeah, and Bell is something you definitely want to avoid because it is real easy to fish a kill confirm off of
And
that.
Dale is very good at getting the bell and just using it at just the right moment to stun you.
Yep.
But we're hopping into it. Pac-Man versus Mii Sword Fighter. Both of these characters are kind of want to zone each other out, but I think Pac-Man probably has the better zoning tools out of the two.
Definitely. Even though this is a zone-heavy sword, Mii Sword Fighter, Pac-Man definitely has the advantage on that.
Right.
Tried to pull out Reflect there.
Gets that tornado into up B, just like I was saying about earlier. That was kind of Mii Sword Fighter's staple combo for most of Ultimate's lifespan. And this Mii Sword Fighter very patient. Gets that up air. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
That's it. His up air is mighty strong. Now back to the projectile game.
Yeah, that's one thing that Mii Sword Fighter is going to have to look out at because he seems to really like juggling, but it also really hurts to get hit in the head with a fire hydrant.
Right.
And that's one of Pac-Man's best anti-juggles.
Tries to get the tornado to up B again. Doesn't quite. But Dale at 127 on his second stock. Could have probably got him there with a forward air with the Mii Sword Fighter.
Yeah, and there he goes.
Alright, this is what we're talking about. Dale has the bell. If he can pull the trigger at just the right time. A beautiful setup. Unfortunately,
he does not
doesn't
punish.
get the F smash. The water pushes him a little too far.
Yeah.
Unfortunate there.
And Cam, you're somebody who knows a little something about being able to punish off of stun,
Right.
being
Absolutely.
a ZSS player.
That
Oh.
that chakram setup there on the neutral on the ledge. He's done that a few times, covering neutral get up.
Yeah, and Faulkner now down to its last stock. He's going to have to be able to take 5 with only the one he's got left.
Right. That one melon does 33% after being reflected, which is just insane. Still trying to play very patient.
Which goes to show you, kids watching at home, that just about anything can be used as a weapon if you try hard enough.
Yeah. Even a bell and a Galaga and a key.
Yep. Do you have a Galaga just lying around at your house, Cam?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. Just wondering. Viable option for home defense, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, and actually uses Fire Hydrant against him, able to push enough to where it winds up hitting him.
Now Pac-Man off stage. He's going to be able to make it back, but
Woo!
at
That was
150%, it's looking mighty scary for Dale.
Well, he actually is at kill percentage for at least some of his moves right now. So if he can pull one off real quick.
That forwarder is going to do it.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Faulkner falls to that Mii Sword Fighter with the unorthodox set of custom moves.
Yes, a very bizarre moveset for a Mii Sword Fighter, but, you know, they got us fair and square. Unfortunately, that's going to be a loss for the Eagles. They go down against the Tar Heels by a score of 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately, that is the way that it goes. It looked like the other team, I got to say, this is one of the more unique ones we've seen this year.
Yeah, you don't see Mii Sword Fighter on every team.
No, you do not. In fact, I think this may be the first Mii Sword Fighter we have fought all season. And considering we have 3 Smash teams, that's quite a statement.
I think this is the first Mii Sword Fighter Faulkner has fought, period.
You may be right about that.
At least as far as I've been here.
Yeah, you actually may be right about that.
I know we've fought a Brawler before, so I think we just are waiting for a Gunner, and then we'll have the whole set.
Yes, we'll have the trifecta. We have never fought a Smeldon.
A Smelvin. Yeah, that's true. No
Oh,
Sword Fighter can
Smeldon.
compare.
Yes. Big shout out to Mr. Brandon Dishman for that one.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, we're going to go ahead and call it there, and we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and then we will be back with a post-game show interview.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I wanted to take my career to a higher level, so I searched for an MBA program that fits my schedule, that's accredited, and aligns with my Christian values. I found the perfect MBA at Faulkner University. Faulkner's MBA program consists of 10 5-week courses completely online, and the quality of instruction is excellent. Imagine how earning your MBA degree can help boost your career and get you to where you want to be. Visit faulkner.edu/advance to learn how you can get started.
My name is Mike Carriage, and I teach computer science at Faulkner. Computer science at Faulkner is dramatically changing right now. It's an exciting time to be here. We're adding new students, which is exciting for all of us, but we're also growing in the content in which we deliver. We're adding new courses, we're adding new curriculums. It's a time that things seem to be really exciting and things seem to be really changing rapidly inside of our field. Computer science will always be a rapidly evolving field. Everything from artificial intelligence to cybersecurity will always drive us to excellence. But here at Faulkner, we embrace that change as opposed to ignore it. Many of our students find their niche in the computer science world by coming here, and that's what we hope to really drive that love of computer science into our students here. I'm telling you, of any place you want to be to learn computer science, Faulkner is the place to be right now.
Training tomorrow's teachers, ministers, and scientists, guiding future business leaders to positively impact our global economy, teaching healthcare professionals to improve patient outcomes, coaching athletes to give their best on and off the field, men and women learning how to succeed wherever their dreams take them. That's Faulkner University. With over 70 degree offerings, you'll find your calling with on-campus and online classes that fit your schedule in a Christian learning environment. Faulkner University. Discover more at faulkner.edu.
And welcome back, folks. Thank you so much for being with us here on our production for the Faulkner Smash White game. We are here for the post-game show with Mr. Logan Chalchi, also known as Avarice. Welcome into the program.
Hi.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
So, obviously a very tough team, a very unique team. I don't think we've ever played a team quite so diverse and, frankly, with some strange mains.
Yeah, they were all really good, and they had a bunch of weird characters. We had a Dark Pit and a me sword fighter. We never see a me sword fighter around here.
So, and you actually fought the Dark Pit.
I did.
And did you ever play the me sword fighter?
I don't think so. No.
I didn't think you did. Okay, so talk to us a little bit about the Dark Pit, because he played a little bit of a unorthodox Dark Pit. I wouldn't say it was too unorthodox as someone who used to be a pit main myself. But he did pull out some moves that I kind of wouldn't expect him to use in those situations. Sure. Like, he actually wound up getting a kill off of it, but that surprise electroshock and a couple of the other ones that he used. So how would you characterize his gameplay, and what did you do to try to work around that?
He was very shield heavy on most of the games that he played. He was always pulling back and tucking in a shield, and I don't think we did a great job on capitalizing on that with grabs. So that's something we could have done better. And then he did pull out some occasional moves that we didn't expect, like electroshock. That's generally not a good move to pull out for Pit, but in specific circumstances it can be good.
Yeah, it can be if you're using it specifically to reflect, or you're using it as an offstage spike and you know the guy has to fall into your path. It can be very good and effective then.
True.
But other than that, you typically don't see it just pulled out in the middle of the stage like he did.
That's true.
So that kind of caught you off guard?
It did. I mean, it caught all of us off guard, I think. I mean, he went positive in all of his matches, I think.
Yeah,
so.
One thing I wanted to, and I'm, by no means throwing shade, because I struggle with this myself. You did miss a couple of crucial techs there.
I did.
Was that the timing on the online versus
I think it's online, because I was almost positive I had hit that tech.
I was about to say, I've seen you hit techs consistently.
And I do it consistently, without the delay of online when I'm playing in person with people. I almost never miss a tech, but then I get in that online, and it's generally a little slight delay, or even major delays we've had. Like, sometimes we will have like screen by screen delay between matches, and it screws up the timing that you accumulate with normal gameplay. I think playing online more would fix that, or would at least mitigate it for most of our players, and me included. I know all of us could use some more online work, but in real life, I usually hit those. I don't know what to say.
Yep. Well, it is tough, and especially because even though ideally there wouldn't be that difference there with Nintendo, there is that because there's that point-to-point connection. The connections aren't always stable, and so it would be one thing to just learn the tech online versus in real life, but you actually never have a consistent tech timing online at all. So against one person will be different than somebody else playing on a different Switch.
Darn Nintendo, at it again.
Yeah, they do not care for the internet. It is not their favorite thing. But yeah, and one thing I wanted to ask you about, and I did think that this was pretty cool. Props on you for not losing your head when you did miss that tech against the Young Link, and remembering like, oh yeah, I'm Isabelle. Even if he's gonna hit me like that, I can still recover from this. Like, that was pretty sweet.
I knew the moment I dropped off ledge there against the Young Link, I was like, oh, I should have not done that. I was still at low enough percentage where where when he bounced me off the stage, I was still able to recover from it. But
yeah,
it was definitely a misplay on my part. So.
Well, it did scare me, but that's one of the things too. Sometimes if you make a mistake like that, it's easy to kind of go into panic mode, especially if you realize it was a mistake immediately, and then like just let it, take over you and paralyze you.
Yeah.
But you clearly didn't. You were like, okay, well, made a mistake here, but I can still recover and make this into a win. So
yeah, I appreciate that.
Having that presence of mind is something that's impressive.
For sure.
Because that's mostly mental. That's not even just a game skill thing. But yeah, all right. Well, we're going to go ahead and call it there, but thank you so much. And we kind of had to cut your interview a little bit short because we do have the live stream to prepare for.
It's all good.
And just a reminder, and you can go ahead and pull up that that QR code, Mike, real quick. do remember that part of the reason that we're doing this charity live stream is because we're wanting to raise as much money as we can for the people affected by the war in Ukraine. Keep in mind that that has affected kids, families, displaced them because of having to be Oh, I forgot that Mike wasn't there. Never mind, Connor. We'll just finish it out. That's going to be too much to do. I need to show you how to do that later. I forgot Mike's actually in there prepping for the Counter-Strike game, which we're going to talk about in just a second. But anyway, you can click the link in the description if you do want to donate, which is probably easier for you if you're watching on Twitch or something like that anyway. So be sure to do that and to let us know who you want to vote for the costume contest. I know my costume is awesome, but I'm the coach, so I can't actually win. Yeah, I know. It's sad.
Awesome.
But there'll be plenty of people here with great costumes. We'll let you know about that. If you want to go ahead and donate to a good cause, you can, of course, do that as well, and we would appreciate every dime of this goes to help people in Ukraine. We don't waste a dime of it. It just goes to making sure that they can get those medical supplies and humanitarian aid packages that they sorely need, and we sorely need funds to be able to get it in there because of how expensive it is to ship it over there in wartime. So definitely help us out with that, and we will be here until 2 a.m. raising money for that one.
Wow.
So we're going to go ahead and call it there. Thank you so much for watching. Do want to remind you that we've got plenty of things coming up here on the docket in just a second. First of all, we have our next broadcast, which is actually going to be Counter-Strike 2, which is coming up in just about 30 minutes. So we will have that, and so this is a little bit different than our usual charity live streams. This is not going to be a continuous stream because we have to put the TriCaster in Counter-Strike mode. So we will go away here for about a half hour, then we'll come back with the remainder of the live stream, and we'll go until 2 a.m. So we have the Counter-Strike game, and that is going to be against Connor. Do you have the next broadcast up on the teleprompter? I believe, let me see if I can jog my memory here.
Alexandria Tech.
No, that is actually who we played in League of Legends. So who do we have on Counter-Strike? I can check it real quick.
Did we play against them again?
Oh, no, it's Cincinnati. Cincinnati Bearcats. That's who we're playing against on Counter-Strike. So just so you know, we will be playing against them here in about a half hour. And then our next Smash Bros. White game is going to be against LSU Alexandria. So another team with Alexandria in it, and that is going to be on October 30th, not 31st, at 8 p.m. It's actually technically scheduled for the 31st now, but we've reached out to them for a schedule change, so we'll let you know about that. Be sure to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of the venues for scheduling changes, and we will let you know about the starting time for that one as well. So that's going to be it for us tonight. Special thanks to everybody that was helping out with the broadcast, for Mike doing a great job of pressing all the right buttons and keeping us on the air, working production, and Connor, who is handling the post-game show. We appreciate Connor Hagin doing a great job for that, for the post-game show as well. My broadcast partner, doing a great job bringing some flavor to the commentary tonight, was Mr. Cameron White. And we appreciate him being willing to do that as well. I'm, of course, your head coach and play-by-play announcer, Blaine, the quiz master from Cinnabar Island, saying so long this evening, and thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back in about 30 minutes for the remainder of that live stream, and we'll be going for another 8 hours of continuous live stream this evening, raising money for the refugees in Ukraine. So be sure to donate, tell your friends to donate. We'd love for you to watch the stream and stay for the whole 8 hours, but you can also just donate if you want to, or send the link to your friend if you want them to be able to donate for that. We assure you the money goes to a very worthy cause and helps out a lot of needy people over in Ukraine affected by the war. So that's going to be it for us this evening. Thanks so much, and like I said, we'll be back in about a half hour with the remainder of that live stream. Until then, stay the course, friends.
The preceding broadcast was an official presentation of Faulkner University. It may not be redistributed without the express written consent of the Faulkner University Athletic Department. Regitar USA High-Res Arena is sponsored by Regitar USA. The national anthem was performed by the Faulkner University Chorus. If you would like to learn more about the Faulkner Esports program, Visit our official website at faulknereagles.com or follow us on Discord, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram for all the latest news and events. Thank you for watching, and soar Eagles!